The Backrooms. You've been here before. Level 156. The Backstage. Survival difficulty. Class 2. Unsafe. Secure. Low entity count. Level 156 is the 157th level of the Backrooms. Image caption. A picture of props in the backstage. The exit leads to Miss Moore's office. Description: Level 156 is the backstage of a high school's theater. It is consisted of 3 areas: the backstage, Miss Moore's office, and the changing room. From conversations with entities in the level and sounds from the main stage, there are plays being performed constantly with audiences in the seating area. It is possible for wanderers to go up to the stage, and is even encouraged by entities in the level. Yet, any explorers who enter the stage never return. Wanderers should ignore the advice by entities and never enter the stage area. Starting from approximately 1 hour after the wanderer enters this level, the entities will immediately start to persuade them to go up to the stage. As time proceeds, their words would become irresistible. For this reason, wanderers are only encouraged to stay in this level for no more than 1 hour. Areas: the backstage. Image caption: a picture of 3 prop chairs in the backstage. This is the main area of this level. The lights are off, and wanderers are only allowed to whisper in this area. There are props laying around, and entities may pass by now and then. Faint and undistinguishable speaking and occasional laughter from the audience can be heard. There is a small door on the right side of the backstage that leads to Mrs. Moore's office, and a downward staircase on the left side that leads to the level's exit and the changing room. Mrs. Moore's office. This area is a small office for quote-unquote student actors to rest, chat, and relax. In contrast to the backstage area, the lights are turned on, and wanderers are allowed to talk quietly. It has several sofas, a large table, and a small desk with books on it. The books are usually about acting and/or teaching. There are some handmade posters on the wall, including Julius Caesar, Mamma Mia, and some posters for unknown plays. On the large table can be found a 9-inch cake with pink icing that spells "break a leg," and a tray of chocolate chip cookies, regular snacks, and bottles of almond water. All foods are consumable, and the Meg encourages wanderers to take them. A humanoid entity, Emma, can be found sitting next to the table. See more in Entities section. The changing room. The changing room can be reached by going all the way down from the staircase, located at the left of the backstage. It is a brown wooden door with a sign that says, "Please knock before you enter. Thank you." The door is locked, yet when wanderers knock on the door, an unknown, gender-neutral voice will either say, "Oh, come in," or "You're fine to come in now." There is a small chance that the voice will say, sorry, please wait a second," followed by some giggling from an unknown group of females. 1 minute later, a female voice will say, "Everyone dressed? Okay, now you may come in." In either circumstance, the door will unlock after the voices speak. If the wanderer attempts to enter without knocking, the gender-neutral voice will speak in an unpleasant tone and say that they should knock first. Apologizing will make the door unlock. Ignoring or insulting the voice again will make the door remain locked until the next time the wanderer enters level 156. The changing room itself is an infinite space full of repeating dressing tables, costume racks, and storage cardboard boxes. Wanderers may find costumes and makeup products here, and there are no entities in the changing room. Entities. There are numerous humanoid entities in level 156, which are the quote-unquote student actors, Mrs. Moore and Emma. They are mainly harmless for the first hour, but can be increasingly dangerous as time proceeds. For unknown reasons, they are unable to be harmed by any substance, and they are also not affected by almond water. The Meg do not encourage wanderers to communicate with any entities listed below. See Meg Level 156 Audio Log 17. The Student Actors. The student actors are a group of entities who resemble human teenagers and are usually seen with costumes. The number of student actors is not consistent, but is usually between 9 to 20. They avoid long conversations and rather answer questions with quick whispers because, quote, the audience may hear us, end quote. After a wanderer stays for roughly 1 hour, the student actors will start to encourage them to enter the stage, saying words like, quote, hey buddy, you're up, end quote, or, quote, come on, wanderer's name, you're entering right after the scene, get ready, end quote. If wanderers are reluctant to enter the stage, they will continue to persuade the wanderers to do so. As time proceeds, their voices become more and more irresistible. If the wanderer is in the changing room, two student actors whose gender is the same with the wanderer's would knock and walk in to persuade them, even if the wanderer has traveled deep into that infinite space. The reasoning behind this is still unexplained. Mrs. Moore. Mrs. Moore is an entity that resembles a tall Caucasian woman with short blonde hair and green eyes. Sometimes she can be found in the backstage area. Other times, the student actors will tell the wanderer, quote, she is not here, she might be back later, end quote. If a wanderer interrupts the play in any way, including speaking loudly, insulting other actors, and damaging props, Mrs. Moore will appear and warn the wanderer. The second time wanderers interrupt the play, Mrs. Moore would suggest that maybe they should, quote, stay next to me until you are up, end quote. This command is irresistible, and the wanderer will walk up to the stage after around 10 minutes. It is impossible to rescue wanderers from this state. Emma. Emma is an entity that resembles an Asian teenage girl with long black hair and black eyes. She can always be found in Mrs. Moore's office, is friendly, and is always open to answer questions. However, the Meg does not encourage wanderers to communicate with her. See audio log 17 below. Although Emma is friendly, she would join in to persuade the wanderers to go upstage as time proceeds. Access Meg Level 156 Audio Log 17. Audio Log 03/14/22. Begin Log 1357. Team involved. Meg Regiment Compass Point. The Understudies. Rosie. Alright, this is Regiment Compass Point 2-7, the Understudies. We have been in this level for 10 minutes, and we are now going to try to communicate with the humanoid entity in Mrs. Moore's office. Rosie. May we take some cookies? Emma. Oh, of course. Take as many as you want. Ryan's mom brought them. Rosie. That's very nice of her. Emma. Indeed. Daniel. So, sorry, but your name is... Emma. I'm Emma, one of the stage crews. Mrs. Moore sets me here so that I can help adjust your mics and costumes. I also need to make sure that everybody knows when they are up. You know, just in case someone forgets. Rosie. I see. Do you know when we are supposed to be up? Emma. Let me see. Paper flipping noise. You're up at Act 5, Scene 7. He is up at Act 4, Scene 7. You both got plenty of time. It's only Act 2, Scene 5 now. Rosie. And our last act would be? Emma. Paper flipping noise. Paper flipping noise. Darn it. I think it is Act 132, Scene 21. But I need to double check. I'll tell you later. Rosie, sure, thank you. Emma, no problem. At your service. Daniel, what do we do after the show's over? Emma, I don't know. Mrs. Moore might want to congratulate us, you know? But I guess there's not really much. I saw your mom in the audience. You can just go home with her after the show. Daniel, what? My mom? Emma, yeah, I saw a lady in a yellow dress, and has very cute matching glasses. She walked in with two little girls, and I thought, oh, that must be Daniel's family. And are they not your mom and sisters? Daniel, what the? Rosie, Dan, that is not true. Emma, what do you mean by this is not true? I saw them with my own eyes. Oh wait, is that supposed to be a surprise? Did I ruin it? Shoot. Sorry, Daniel. I didn't know that this is supposed to be a surprise. Rosie, don't be stupid, Daniel. Daniel, Rosie, I just want to peek from the curtain. Rosie, wake up! They are not here. This is not the front rooms. Daniel, I just want to peek. Rosie raises her voice. Daniel! Emma, don't be so loud. The audience may hear us. We don't want to ruin the show. Distant footsteps approaching. Mrs. Moore. Hey guys, please don't be too loud, alright? Rosie, sorry, Miss Moore. Miss Moore, it's alright. Just keep it down, please. Footsteps fading. Rosie, Daniel, let's leave this level. Rapid footsteps. Rustling noises. Rosie, Daniel, don't! End log 1405. Summary. Meg Regiment Compass Point Team, the understudies, had communication with the entity, Emma, and obtained basic information about the play. After the conversation, Explorer Daniel approached the curtain and, intentionally or not, walked up to the stage. Explorer Rosie requested for backup and waited for Daniel to return for 1 hour. At that point, some entities, the student actors, started to urge her to enter the stage. Explorer Rosie then left the level. Explorer Daniel remains unfound. Bases, outposts, and communities. There are no known bases, outposts, or communities on this level. Entrances and exits. To enter, you must find a printed script of the play. The play could be any play of any genre, heard of or unheard of, with black captions on the front page that say Spring Play. The contents of the script are undistinguishable, as if it was printed by a malfunctioning printer. These scripts can be found in almost all levels, with the exception of Level 0, Tutorial Level. Holding the script in your hand and entering through any door can lead you to this level. The script will disappear after you enter. Exits. Simply leave through the building's exit door. A black door with an exit sign, located across the changing room, would allow you to exit the level. The exit will lead you to Level 52, Eyes on You. However, there is a small chance that it would lead you to Level 117, Math Class. It is reported that after leaving this level, wanderers experience a feeling of, quote, something great just ended, end quote. Footnote, this phrase has occurred repeatedly in Meg Explorer's reports, end footnote, for 10 minutes. Almond water can help relieve this feeling.